Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. So you've seen some of the beautiful metals that I own. I really love to diversify. I think one isn't really diverse if they only own two metals. And so I have 26 different metals on the periodic table. Some of them only small amounts. Three of them I have tons and tons of, and a fourth one I might eventually have tons and tons of as well. Some of them I only have literally trace amounts, like just enough to detect with a Geiger counter. The rest I have some amount of. And but my other favorite thing to diversify is stocks from all around the world. And I'm really excited to acquire a few more countries. I'm looking at a chart of PE ratios. This is my best indicator for which country to buy next. And right now, my two that I have my eyes on are the Philippines and Indonesia. So this chart tells you how fairly valued they are relative to the last 5, 10, 20 years. And what I like is that it's 20 years, so it doesn't really include the Southeast Asia had a huge crisis in the late 1990s, which is an outlier, obviously. You don't want to be comparing against that. Right now, this indicator is telling us that the U.S. is hugely overvalued, and so is Switzerland, which for a lot of people was a safe haven, right? And so is most of the Western world. But Philippines and Indonesia, not only is it cheap relative to the last 5, 10, 20 years, it's also cheap relative to the rest of the world. I bought some Polish stocks years ago when it was undervalued. Now I'm not necessarily going to sell that because again, I want to be diversified. So what I do is that every year, 2 years, I'll look at this chart and acquire what is undervalued at the time, and hopefully over time, I could build a diversified portfolio. That's the strategy I would recommend, right? If you start chasing whatever's low at the moment and start selling what you have, right, you run the risk of that the countries that you chase are just going to go to zero, right? But if you just buy whatever's cheap at the moment, on sale at the moment, you can quickly build a diversified portfolio, right? It's kind of like collecting Pokemon cards, right? You can collect whatever's cheap at the moment and build your deck, right? That's the analogy I like to think of. Similarly with the metals, right? I view it almost like collecting Pokemon cards, buying whatever's cheap at the moment. This is the Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum.